Okay.
Name,
Olive.
age,
I'm 34.
country,
I'm from the Philippines, but I came here when I was 15 and I've been living here since.
name,
Jeremy,
age,
39,
country,
Canada.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a registered nurse. I'm currently working at the Royal Columbian Hospital surgical unit.
Hobbies,
Hobbies. I have a lot. I like to, first of all, I used to love climbing, but I hurt my back, so I haven't been doing that. I like to dance, rollerblade, hiking, walking around the park. I don't know what to say. Walking my dog. What else? Oh, and I like to draw. Love to draw.
what do you do for a living?
I'm a pencil artist.
Hobbies,
Hobbies. I like playing hockey and working out at the gym. And going to the beach, playing with my dog. Is that enough?
yeah. You meet,
When and where?
that's what it says.
We met a couple of years ago around my birthday, so that was June 1st of 2012, and we met online.
When and where did you meet?
Where and when did I meet who?
Auntie Olive.
Well, it was back in flight school, and I was at this bar with my friend, and I saw her across the room, and I turned to my friend Goose, and I said, we should approach that girl over there, and let's try something new. Let's sing her a song. Let's get the mic from the DJ and sing her You've Lost This Loving Feeling. And so we went and we sung that to her, and she was really surprised, but she thought that I was just a player, and I did that to all the girls. And then the next day I found out she was my instructor. I was so embarrassed. But things eventually worked themselves out, and she liked my motorcycle, and we eventually hit it off, and that's how it all started. Did I give a second one?
First impression.
My first impression of Jeremy was that he's bald, and I like bald men. I thought he was sexy and good looking and shy and quiet.
First impression.
My first impression of Olive? Beautiful, gorgeous, funny, athletic, fun to talk with, fun to hang out with, a bit goofy. But I didn't like her clothes. I didn't like her pants.
First date.
Our first date was in Cactus Club in Surrey. We both decided to go out for dinner to meet up.
When was your first date?
Where was our first date, or when? Our first date was June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th in 2012, and it was a movie. We saw Avengers. We saw Avengers, and we went to Cactus Club.
Who said I love you first?
I think Jeremy said I love you first. We were at the airport in Abbotsford. He was going back to Edmonton to see his family, and he told me he loved me just before he boarded the plane.
Who said I love you first?
She accidentally said it first, and then I think I said it for real first. It was a very complicated story, and I said it to her at an airport as she was leaving for somewhere.
you tell me about your first kiss?
First kiss. It was done at the parking lot outside my house.
Who
Was it
said-
very romantic?
Where was your first kiss? What? First kiss.
Our first kiss was in a parking lot in Surrey. The parking lot of her house.
Do you like or love about him?
About Jeremy, I like the fact that he's very caring and loving and always thinking about me and how to make me happy. He's very driven and passionate about his career, and I really admire and respect that about him. He's just a very, very good person, and he makes me very happy.
Annoying. What do you like or love about her?
There's not enough video for me to say everything that I like and love about her. I love her goofiness. I love her the way she speaks around friends and family. I love all of her different looks. I love the way she kids around with me. I love her desire to try new things and do new things and try anything once kind of attitude. I love that she likes to travel, that she likes music, she plays the guitar or tries to, that she dances, she's a really good dancer. Are you getting bored? I love that she's a climber, got me back into climbing a little bit. I love that she likes to work out with me, even though she doesn't want to, she still does. You just want me to move on? You don't really care about my answers, do you?
Annoying thing or mannerism?
I hate his driving, and he knows that. We always fight about his driving. He's not very good at figuring out where to go. He's not a good navigator. And also when he's drawing, his feet are full of the lead from the sharpening of his pencil, and it's all over our house, so I seem to be cleaning that after him.
Ready? Annoying things.
Annoying things about her? Olive leaves too much junk on the dining room table and it drives me nuts. Too many purses. All of her purses end up on the dining room table. Yeah. Did she say more than one thing about me that annoyed her?
We could say.
We can't say. You'll figure it out on your wedding day.
Okay.
Can you tell me about your first kiss?
First kiss. It was done at the parking lot outside my house. Was it very romantic?
First kiss.
Our first kiss was in a parking lot in Surrey. The parking lot of her house.
Who said I love you first?
I think Jeremy said I love you first. We were at the airport in Abbotsford. He was going back to Edmonton to see his family, and he told me he loved me just before he boarded the plane.
Who said I love you first?
She accidentally said it first, and then I think I said it for real first. It was a very complicated story, and I said it to her at an airport as she was leaving.
What
There's
food
a-
can you compare to Uncle Jeremy?
I would compare him to a watermelon because he's bald. And inside, the watermelon's very sweet, and he's very sweet on the inside.
What fruit can you compare to her?
What fruit? These are tough. Okay, well, I know what she said for me. I know she said banana. So that's my guess. For her, I'll say mango. She eats a mango a lot. But does that relate to her? Does that sum her up? I don't know. I don't know what fruit sums her up. I'll come back to that one.
Song for him.
My song for Jeremy is the one by John Legend. What's that song again called? All of Me, because it reminds me of him.
For Auntie Olive.
What's the song for Auntie Olive? What does that mean?
What's Auntie Olive's song?
When I think of Olive, what?
What can
The first one.
Still ahead of myself. When I think of Olive, what song comes to my mind? There's not just one song that pops into my mind, but our song is Crazy Love. I think that suits us pretty well. I think of Brown Eyed Girl, because we've done a karaoke to that lot, so that's fun to sing with her. Yeah, Crazy Love.
Ready? When and how did you
Go.
When did you realize he was the one?
Well, I knew that we were meant to be because when we met a couple months later, I had my surgery for my eye to correct my vision, and it was quite an experience. It was very, very painful, and Jeremy was there for me for 3 days, making sure to give me my drops and giving me my medication and just making sure I was okay, waking up in the middle of the night just to give me my drops and stuff like that. So I knew that he loves me and that he will take care of me.
When and how did you realize she's the one?
The one. I knew you were going to say that. I just knew one day after we had a date, I went home and I thought about everything I liked about her, and I thought about everything that I wanted to find in someone, and there was nothing that I wanted that she didn't have. And I just knew I'm not going to find anyone better than this. She's perfect. She's everything I want.
What did I say?
The proposal! Maybe I'll just do this. He proposed to me, I can't remember the date, but
21.
Oh yeah, it was in December 21, 2012. It was, he wanted me to go to his old apartment in White Rock because he said he had some gift for me that came in the mail, and I was wondering what the heck we were doing in White Rock at, I don't know what time it was. It was late at night. So, and I know he didn't have the keys anymore to his apartment, so that's why I kind of was weirded out. But anyways, we went, and he was like, you have to come inside the condo or the townhouse, and I went in there, and when I opened the door, I'm like, there's no package there. I said, your landlord must be playing tricks with you. And he was like, no, come, maybe it's in the terrace. So I opened the door, I'm like, there's nothing there. And then when I turned around, he was already on his knees and proposing.
Can you tell me about your proposal?
Okay. This is a longer story. So pretend to be interested. Okay. Okay. So, first of all, Olive told me that, gave me a lot of rules around the proposal. She said she doesn't want to be proposed in front of a lot of people, so I can't do it at like a football game or anywhere where lots of people are around. I can't do it at the climbing gym. She wants it just to be personal, and she wants it to be meaningful. It has to be something that means something to both of us. Pretend to be interested. And yeah, so it had to be very meaningful. It had to be just the two of us. So it didn't leave me a whole lot of options. So next thing I know, she had planned, she said, "Do you want to go on this caroling boat trip for Christmas with her friends?" And I thought, that's pretty romantic. Maybe she wants me to propose to her on the boat. So I thought, okay, maybe I can tie it into a Christmas song and start singing a Christmas song to her and then change it to asking her to marry me. So that was my plan. So I put the ring, because I never knew if she's going to put her arm around me or touch my pockets or something. So I didn't want to put the ring in my pocket because then she'd know I had it. So I had to hide it from her. So I put the ring in the back of my sock above my shoe, pulled up my socks really high, but it was still scary that it might fall out. So I had planned to propose to her on the boat. So I had to find a place to hide the ring from her, and I don't know if she's ever going to touch my pockets or put her arm around me anywhere. So I didn't want to put it in any of my pants pockets or my jacket pockets. The only place I could think that might be safe that she wouldn't touch me during that night is in my sock above my shoe. And I pulled my sock up really high in case to make sure it didn't fall out. And we left the house. I hope the ring doesn't fall out while we're walking to the boat. And then we got to a field we had to cross, and it was covered with snow. And she said, "Can you carry me across the snow?" And I was like, "That's okay. I have to say yes, but I'm really worried that the ring's gonna fall out while I'm carrying her, and then I won't be able to stop and pick it up." So luckily we made it through the snow and it didn't fall out. And then we went up to the train to get on the what do you call it, SkyTrain? Yeah. And then we got to the SkyTrain and she's like, "Oh, we forgot to buy the tickets. Can you run back quick, because we're gonna miss the train. Run back and get the tickets." I was like, "I can't run because the ring might fall out of my sock." But I ran back and I just trusted that it wouldn't fall out, and luckily the ring didn't fall out. I got the tickets, and then we went to the boat ride, and it was very tight quarters, and there wasn't an outside deck where we could be private, so I would have had to propose to her in front of a lot of people, which she didn't want me to, right? Told you that? So I didn't propose to her that night. So I spent the whole night with the ring in my sock and didn't propose to her. And then we went on another trip to a hotel with hot springs, Harrison Hot Springs. And again, I put it in my sock, and I had it with me the whole trip. And the whole ride there, I was looking for a place maybe we could pull over on the side of the road, and because we like to take pictures next to the water in the mountains. I thought that might be a good place to propose to her. But it kept raining and snowing. And then when we got to Harrison Hot Springs, I said, "Do you want to go for a walk along the beach?" And she said, "No, not in the rain. Why would I want to walk in the rain?" So again, I couldn't propose to her. So we spent a night at Harrison Hot Springs and then drove home. And again, I looked for places to stop and propose to her. And again, it rained the whole way. So now I think it's been 3 or 4 days I've carried the ring in my sock and haven't been able to propose to her. And it's a big ring box, so it was a bulge in my sock the whole time. It kind of hurt. So then it came to be December 20th, and the next day, December 22nd, she went back to work. So that would mean I couldn't propose to her till Christmas or after Christmas. And I didn't want to wait till after Christmas because I knew she'd be wondering. I thought she might be wondering, why isn't he proposing to me? So that gave me 1 day. I had to figure out an idea. So I woke up and I said, today's December 21st, and everyone thought that the world was going to end on December 21st. Do you remember that? Everyone thought the world's going to end on December 21st because the Mayans said it was going to end on December 21st, 12/21, 2012. Right? 2012? Yeah. So I thought, well, that's a good idea. We could propose to her on the end of the world if the world doesn't end. I'll have proposed to her on the start of starting our new life on the new life of the earth, I guess. A new start for the earth. I don't know. It was my last opportunity, so I woke up and I thought, okay, where can I do this somewhere special? And I thought, well, I lived in White Rock when we first met, and that was kind of a special place for me and for her. We spent a lot of time there, walking on the beach and on the pier and stuff. And I still had a key for my house. I had just left my house, and it was empty, and no one had moved in yet, I'd hoped. So I just took a risk, and I made a copy of the key, And that night, I just started driving. I said there was going to be a present for her in my old house, and it was too big to bring home, so I wanted her to come with me and see the present in the house. And I just hoped that nobody lived there yet. Then we went up to the door and I tried the key, and the key still worked, luckily. And we went in and the house was empty. And she's like, "Where's my present?" And I said, "I think your present's probably out on the veranda." And she said, "Okay." So she went to the veranda and she opened the doors and she looked in and she said, "I don't see any present." And so I just walked past her, and then I turned around and faced her, and I got down on one knee and I said a bunch of things that I had memorized, and she cried a lot and she was really surprised. And I don't remember everything I said, but it was a good moment. And then she called her sister.
Message to Uncle Jeremy.
Message to Uncle Jeremy. Well, I guess I don't want to cry, but I guess we're married. That's why it's playing, probably. That I love you. Cut. And I can't wait to spend my life with you, and I know and that Kakashi just apparently just tried to cross the street, so you tried to get him, but I love you, babe, and I just can't wait to spend my life with you, and I know that we're gonna be happy together.
What's your message for her?
My message for her? Let me think about this one. This has got to be good.
What's your message for Auntie Olive?
Message for Olive. I don't even have to think about this. I love you, babe, and I hope tomorrow when you wake up and look over and see my smile, you're just as happy as I'm going to be when I look over and see your smile, and I'm able for the first time to say, "Good morning, Mrs. Bershani."